If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought.
Get ready, because this story is grabbing attention everywhere right now. Trust me, it's one you'll want to hear. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, has officially filed a lawsuit against the hosts of The View, seeking a staggering $100 million in damages. Yes, you heard that right, $100 million.
As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the First Lady.
Now, let's break this down step by step. The lawsuit stems from a recent episode of The View where the host made a series of sharp and controversial remarks about Melania Trump. These comments, broadcast live to millions of viewers, were personal, cutting, and provocative, enough to trigger an extraordinary legal battle. During the discussion, the host turned their attention to Melania's years in the White House. One of them openly questioned whether she had ever truly embraced the role of First Lady, suggesting she appeared uninterested, even reluctant, when carrying out her responsibilities.
Saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things.
But that wasn't the end of it. The conversation quickly shifted from her role as First Lady to speculation about her personal life, with the host even hinting that Melania might not enjoy being by her husband's side. From there, the criticism snowballed. They revisited her years in the White House, targeting everything from her redecoration choices to her sense of style, even questioning how she handled traditions like Christmas. Altogether, their words painted a bleak picture of a First Lady they claimed appeared distant, unhappy, and out of step with public expectations. This isn't just another celebrity clash. It's evolving into a potentially historic legal battle that could redefine the boundaries of free speech on daytime television and spark debate about what topics should be considered fair game for talk show discussions. Melania Trump, known for carefully protecting both her privacy and her public image, argues in her lawsuit that the remarks went far beyond casual commentary, crossing into harmful and defamatory territory. With $100 million on the line, she is clearly not holding back. The atmosphere surrounding the case is tense, with everyone watching to see what unfolds. Rather than staying silent, Melania is boldly taking the fight to court, insisting the host's remarks were not only false, but also deeply damaging to her reputation. For her, this isn't just about outrage. It's about defending her name against what she views as a direct and personal attack, and she's made it clear she's ready to stand her ground. Joe Rogan, the powerhouse podcaster and media figure known for never holding back, recently weighed in on the controversy, and he didn't pull any punches. On his show, Rogan blasted The View for what he saw as blatant hypocrisy, pointing to a past episode where the hosts warmly welcomed Donald and Melania Trump with hugs, smiles, and applause. Fast forward to today, he noted, and the same program now seems to have positioned the Trumps as their prime target. Rogan argued that this dramatic shift wasn't about values, but about politics, calling it a deliberate narrative flip. In his straightforward style, he accused The View of prioritizing drama and spectacle over meaningful dialogue. He even quipped that averaging the host's IQs might not get you to 3 digits, a jab that his audience greeted with laughter and plenty of online chatter afterward. But beyond the sharp commentary, Rogan highlighted why this lawsuit matters. If Melania Trump succeeds, the case could reshape how the media approaches public figures, potentially redefining what counts as fair criticism versus damaging attacks. Programs like The View might be forced to think twice before mocking marriages, personal choices, or private lives. Of course, controversy has always been the show's trademark. feeding off heated debates and clashing opinions. Still, this moment feels unlike any other. The fact that a former First Lady is suing one of the most watched talk shows in America for $100 million puts this battle in a league of its own, and the outcome could set the stage for how far free speech can go in the world of daytime television. The stakes couldn't be higher, especially considering the timing of Melania's lawsuit. Once again, Donald Trump dominates the headlines, though this time for reasons that stretch beyond politics. With his ongoing campaign ambitions and countless controversies still swirling, Melania's legal move adds yet another layer to an already turbulent family narrative. Some observers believe this lawsuit may be more than just a reaction to The View's remarks. Rumors suggest it could be part of a larger strategy to reintroduce Melania to the spotlight alongside her husband. Whether this step was carefully calculated or simply born out of frustration, the bigger picture is only beginning to take shape. And when you revisit those on-air comments, it's easy to see why the response was so swift. One host didn't stop at suggesting Melania seemed unhappy. She outright claimed that Melania despised her husband and didn't even want to live under the same roof. Statements like that sparked immediate outrage, leaving critics and viewers stunned by the sheer boldness of the claim. What stands out most is how quickly Melania acted. While many celebrities tend to brush off cutting remarks, she has taken a firm stand, making it clear that she won't let this slide. By going to court, Melania is signaling that this isn't about demanding an apology or a half-hearted retraction. Instead, she wants accountability. To her, it's less about salvaging her image and more about drawing a clear boundary, a statement that there are limits to what can be said under the banner of entertainment. At its core, this case isn't about fleeting headlines. It's about drawing a line between what's appropriate and what crosses into harm. With $100 million on the table, Melania Trump is clearly not looking for a quick fix or a publicity stunt. She is treating this as a serious long-term effort to defend her reputation. To her, it's not just about hurt feelings or a war of words. It's about the real impact those remarks may have on her public image and legacy. And that raises a bigger question for all of us. Where exactly does free speech end and defamation begin? In a world where every comment can be broadcast, clipped, and amplified within seconds, when does criticism of a public figure stop being harmless commentary and start causing lasting damage? The outcome of this lawsuit could redefine how media platforms handle sensitive conversations. For Melania, for The View, and for the press at large, the stakes are enormous. The case has already sparked heated public debate, with many seeing it as a potential turning point in how society balances open expression with accountability. This isn't just another celebrity clash splashed across the tabloids. Melania Trump's $100 million defamation lawsuit against The View may well be remembered as a landmark moment, one that reshapes the boundaries of free speech, reputation, and responsibility in the media age. At its heart, it's about more than just one woman's image. It's about the undeniable weight words carry when the whole world is listening. This battle is about far more than bruised feelings. With her lawsuit, Melania Trump is drawing a firm line in the sand. Beyond challenging a single broadcast, she's working to reclaim her own narrative and send a clear message. Public figures, no matter how polarizing, deserve to be portrayed with accuracy and basic respect. Her move is both bold and deliberate. By taking legal action, Melania is showing the world that she won't allow unverified claims about her private life to go unchecked. The lawsuit forces not just the hosts, but also the producers and the network behind The View to confront a difficult question. When does sharp criticism tip over into defamation? For years, fiery debates and controversial takes have been the lifeblood of talk shows like The View. But this case widens the conversation far beyond one program. It underscores the responsibility that comes with a platform capable of influencing millions. What is truly fair game when discussing famous figures? Where do we draw the line between free expression and harmful misrepresentation? The lawsuit places these issues front and center, challenging society to find a balance, how to preserve accountability in the media without stifling free speech. And let's not forget the staggering $100 million at stake. That number alone highlights the gravity of this dispute and makes clear that it's not just symbolic. Although the verdict remains uncertain, the potential impact is immense. If Melania and her legal team prevail, the ruling could establish a precedent that reshapes how media outlets approach sensitive subjects in the future. This isn't just about one woman's reputation, it's about redefining the boundaries of public conversation itself. This battle is about far more than bruised feelings. With her lawsuit, Melania Trump is drawing a firm line in the sand. Beyond challenging a single broadcast, she's working to reclaim her own narrative and send a clear message. Public figures, no matter how polarizing, deserve to be portrayed with accuracy and basic respect. Her move is both bold and deliberate. By taking legal action, Melania is showing the world that she won't allow unverified claims about her private life to go unchecked. The lawsuit forces not just the hosts, but also the producers and the network behind The View to confront a difficult question. When does sharp criticism tip over into defamation? For years, fiery debates and controversial takes have been the lifeblood of talk shows like The View. But this case widens the conversation far beyond one program. It underscores the responsibility that comes with a platform capable of influencing millions. What is truly fair game when discussing famous figures? Where do we draw the line between free expression and harmful misrepresentation? The lawsuit places these issues front and center, challenging society to find a balance, how to preserve accountability in the media without stifling free speech. And let's not forget the staggering $100 million at stake. That number alone highlights the gravity of this dispute and makes clear that it's not just symbolic. Although the verdict remains uncertain, the potential impact is immense. If Melania and her legal team prevail, the ruling could establish a precedent that reshapes how media outlets approach sensitive subjects in the future. This isn't just about one woman's reputation. It's about redefining the boundaries of public conversation itself.